Hello there and welcome back. In this video we are going to talk about the response model FastAPI has. So basically a response model allows you to filter out the information sent back to your basically client which is talking to you. And here is how you can use it. So let's call this RISP model.py. And what we need to do is to import from the FastAPI module the FastAPI, and from pdumtic import the base model. Let's create our application from the FastAPI class, and let's say you have an API which is like accepting registration, and this registration is going to take a username, a password and an email, and what it will return is basically the username. So let's create a class and call it regin. It's coming from the base model, and we will have a username which is a string, a password which is a plain text, so this is also going to be a string, and an email which is going to be a string. You have the option in FastAPI to use an email validator, but we don't want to complicate this example at the moment. And let's create our app post and register. And what we would like to do is to use the response model, and the regin is going to be our model. Let's create the async def register, and what we will receive here is the user from this regin class type, and what we would like to do is to return the user. Now if we take this for a test drive, so basically we go and where is my terminal, create the request, post URL is going to be http http column / localhost 8000 register. Then we will also need to send the data. What? Oh yeah, so hold on, response model, we need to start the web app. RISP model, okay. And now we would like to have some free space, so let's also send the data, which is equal to curly brackets username Daniel, password is 1 2 3 4 5, and the email is going to be dsabo@localhost.com. If everything goes well, hold on. What? We have the username, email. What's the text? Expecting value. Did I not do this with the post? But I did. So register, regin, username, password, email. Oh, let's import the JSON module and just put it in the JSON dumps. and it's working. So basically the problem with this is that we have, or we see in the response, our password. What we can do now is to create a regout class. So the regout class is basically going to say what the response should look like. So regout base model, and we say that username and email. And what we need to modify is basically that the response model is not the regin but the regout. And the application has successfully reloaded. So now if we send this message to the API, what we will see in the response is basically the username and the email, which is better. And you could also do something with the hash library. So you could create a hash value if you want to return that value. Let's see how you can do it. What we need to do in order to achieve that is to import hashlib. And basically what we want to do is to say that, let's say we have received our user information, we have done something like recorded it in a database or anything like that. Then what we can do is to reference the user password, and it should be made equal to the hash library SHA-1 user password encode UTF-8 hex digest, and we can change back the model to regin, save it, and if the application was able to reload, then we should see in the response the hashed value of the password. So it's like a different approach, but it is also working. So the takeaway from this video is basically that you can change the way this is interacted with, and if you want to filter the information sent back, then you can create the corresponding class, and FastAPI and Pydantic is able to match together these and filter out what is not necessary to be sent back to the client. So technically that was all I wanted to show you. See you in the next one.